Hello and welcome back to another episode of County Perspective, the show that focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and a community that you live in. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. Now, this is our last episode for 2019, so let's not waste any time and jump right in and find out what's been happening around the county. County Executive Jan Gardner shared good news about Frederick County during her public information briefing on Thursday, December 12th, while she presented the 2019 annual report and comprehensive annual financial report. Frederick County government celebrated achievements in the areas of jobs, education, seniors, and community needs and growth. Executive Gardner said one of the biggest accomplishments of the year was the adoption of a livable Frederick, a unique and innovative master plan for the future of Frederick County. Frederick County has had a strong economy during 2019, earning a AAA bond rating from all three bond rating agencies. That led to bond sales with the lowest interest rate in the county's history. The strong economy drew in life science businesses like Kite Pharma that may one day make Frederick County home to the cure for cancer. 6,500 net new jobs were created in Frederick County in the past 5 years. Education in Frederick County reached new heights, with school construction projects that will ease school overcrowding and a new pay scale for teachers and school employees. Frederick County government is working to make life better for the people who live and work here. The county was designated a dementia-friendly county to help vulnerable seniors. We built and expanded parks, and we opened a new library branch in Myersville. 2019 saw the construction of a solar array at the county landfill that now powers many county buildings. It provides electricity to the charging stations that power up Transit's all-electric buses. Community members gathered at Winchester Hall on Monday, December 16th, to let the county executive know what they want to see funded in her budget for fiscal year 2021. During the public hearing, two major priorities were discussed. Several people spoke about the need to keep education funding strong. Others spoke of the need for a community center to serve Frederick County's deaf and hard of hearing population. Frederick County houses the Maryland School for the Deaf, making the community center attractive to many deaf and hard of hearing residents. Budget Director Kelly Weaver stated that education, public safety, seniors, jobs, and community needs are at the core of Frederick County's budget each year. The upcoming budget is also geared towards the adopted Livable Frederick Master Plan, which focuses on our community, our economy, our health, and our environment. About 80% of the county's budget funds mandated services, such as education and public safety. The remaining 20% of revenues go towards services such as animal control, transit, roads, parks, and libraries. If you didn't get a chance to come to the budget public hearing, you can submit your priorities by emailing budgetoffice@frederickcountymd.gov. County Executive Jan Gardner will hold a second public hearing that will be held in March at Winchester Hall. Members of the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services gathered at Winchester Hall on Tuesday, December 17th. For a special recognition ceremony for Captain Jeremy Wade of the Division of Fire and Rescue Services. County Executive Jan Gardner wanted to give public recognition to Captain Wade for completing a 4-year master's level program that earned him a certification as an executive fire officer through the Federal Emergency Management Agency's National Fire Academy. Executive Gardner said, "I'm pleased to honor Captain Wade for his successful completion of one of the most rigorous and academically challenging courses in the Fire and Rescue Service." To become an executive fire officer, Wade received training in executive-level leadership skills, how to apply valuable research, how to operate a proactive fire and rescue service, and tools to transform their organizations. He had to complete special projects each year that focused on issues Frederick County faced. Only a handful of other Frederick County firefighters have earned the Executive Fire Officer designation. Captain Wade graduated from Recruit Class 5 and was hired by the county in 2002. He currently serves as Station Commander at the Green Valley Fire Station No. 25 in Monrovia. Congratulations, Captain Wade. Rose Hill Park and Museum is a wonderful place for all people from around the area to come visit, explore, and learn about some of the county's history. But don't let the cold weather fool you though. There's still a lot going on at the location. Here's a peek at some of the winter events that are happening at Rose Hill.
Here at Frederick County Parks and Recreation, we have lots of things to keep you, our family, occupied, even during the cold winter months. One of our recent activities that we hosted here at Rose Hill Manor Park was our Holidays on the Farm event, which welcomed families to come and spend a day enjoying time together, celebrating the holiday, visiting Santa Claus in the Carriage Museum, crafting ornaments in our manor house, listening to musical productions with Christmas songs, and also roasting marshmallows, visiting a beautiful train display by the IH Club, and taking a hayride through downtown Frederick. Santa also had a helper this year at Fountain Rock Park, where families were welcome to grab a cup of hot cocoa and not only talk to St. Nick, but also visit with Toby the Turtle. So if you missed our recent Holidays on the Farm event, we invite you to come and visit us for our other upcoming events in 2020, such as Daddy-Daughter Dance, which will be hosted in January and February this year. We have other activities coming up, such as our Leprechaun Hunt, which we released in March. And we also have things like our Easter egg roll that you can look forward to in the spring. But for the indoor activities, we also have things like our fitness programs and our Parents' Night Out, which is during Valentine's Day weekend for you to drop your children off at Rose Hill and take a jaunt out on the town while they are occupied making crafts. So if you're looking for a way to keep your blood pumping during the winter and to work off some of those holiday calories, why don't you think about signing up for one of our fitness classes? We have lots of ongoing fitness programs, from Zumba to cardio workouts that you can join at one of our many recreation centers. If you know a teen, or you are a teen, and you are looking for a job for this summer, think about joining us for our Teen Job Fair, which will be hosted in March. It's not too early in the winter to also start thinking about all of our summer camps. Summer camp registrations will begin in February. To learn more about our programs and to register, please visit our website at recreator.com. We look forward to seeing you at our various programs and parks throughout 2020.
All right, don't go anywhere. We have plenty more coming up on County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Broza. It's time to check in with Kitty Devilbiss to learn another great healthy recipe, courtesy of Frederick County's Senior Services Division.
Hi, thanks for joining me today. If you, like many of us, are a caregiver, you know that it's important to make sure our loved one has a good, nutritious diet while they're healing from an illness, a surgery, or perhaps even going through cancer treatment. The pudding I'm going to show you today is packed with protein, an essential ingredient to help healing take place. We're going to start with tofu, and I know a lot of people go, oh no, I don't want to eat that. But this is silken tofu. We're going to put a whole package into our bowl, and we're just going to start stirring that up, just to break it up. You won't taste this when you're done, and it's kind of a sneaky way to get that extra protein into our diets. This is a great one with kids too. We're going to add a half a cup of milk. If dairy is an issue, you could use soy milk or any one of the nut milks that are available in the dairy section. We'll continue just to blend this until it's mixed thoroughly together and it's in a nice texture. As you can see, it breaks up easily. The silken is a great way to add and substitute for cottage cheese or any yogurts or other pudding textured foods. To that, we're going to add 1 package of instant pudding mix. I'm using chocolate today because I just think chocolate is the best flavor ever. But if you have an individual who perhaps is in cancer treatment and food doesn't taste quite as good as it did previously, you might want a bland flavor, and vanilla works perfectly there. Again, we're just going to blend until the chocolate pudding mix is incorporated into the tofu. I'm using a whisk and doing this by hand. You could do this much more quickly if you were using a blender or a food processor. This has a it's looking kind of lumpy here, and that's where the blender or the food processor would make a smoother product. It sets up very quickly. You could stir in some other flavors to this, maybe a couple tablespoons of peanut butter, or you might add some crumbled cookies or just other things that are extra tasty and give it texture. It's set up really quickly. If you'd like your pudding a little thinner, you could add some more milk to this. But it sets up quickly and it's ready to serve. Now you can just plop some into the bowl and it's ready to go. If you want to pre-package this, I like to use small canning jars. I like this little one because the lid is attached to it. Putting my pudding in there, sealing that up, it can sit in the fridge, and then my loved one can have a snack whenever he or she wants one. So we've got our pudding here, and what would pudding be without a little whipped cream? And that's important when you're feeding someone who perhaps has been losing weight, not eating well. Making it taste good, adding those few extra calories can be really helpful. So a shot of whipped cream, and it's ready to serve. If your loved one really needs those calories, I use just regular milk, but you could use half and half or incorporate evaporated milk into it. Always check with your dietitian if you're in a medical treatment to make sure those food products are part of the patient's diet. If you'd like information about this recipe or other information from the Senior Services Division, please go to frederickcountymd.gov/senior services.
Are you looking for a furry companion to keep you company over the winter? Well, let's take a trip over to Animal Control Center and see who this episode's featured pet is.
Good friends are hard to find, which is why FCAC staff wouldn't dream of separating best friends Iris and Jinx. While they may seem an unconventional pair, she a 53-pound hound mix with a bad front leg, and he an 18-pound min pin with a mostly toothless underbite, these seniors are perfect for each other and will make great additions to any family. They love to cuddle and play, not only with each other, but with the people in their lives. If you've been looking for a new furry friend, or two, then look no further than Iris and Jinx.
Do you want to learn a new skill, stay active, or do something creative? We'll take a look at this because several Frederick County divisions are offering lots of events, programs, and promotions throughout the area. To find more events and programs, or for more information, log on to the county's webpage, frederickcountymd.gov. Now at the end of our show, we'd like to mention a few recent events, along with things our viewers should keep an eye out for in the upcoming weeks. With the holiday season upon us, the Frederick County Sheriff's Department wants to make sure everyone celebrates safely.
The New Year's Eve time there'll be a lot of traffic on the roadways as usual, so important safety tips would include to leave yourself more time than you think would be expected to get to your destinations or run your errands, whatever you're doing. Be patient. I'm sure there'll be areas where traffic becomes backed up. Frederick is a busy place and we have regular backups. So try not to get frustrated with other drivers. We'll see increased motor vehicle collisions at that time. If you're involved in a motor vehicle collision, try to get your vehicles off to the shoulder of the roadway as quick as possible. You can dial pound 77 for the Maryland State Police if you're on a state highway, or the Sheriff's Office non-emergency number at 301-600-2071. We expect that everyone during the new year will go have some drinks with families or friends. There's so many ways and transportation options these days that they're only a click away on your cell phone. Please keep each other safe. Remember, don't drink and drive. If you meet one of our deputies on the street, hopefully it's just to shake their hand and say Happy New Year and not because of a DUI. So please don't drink and drive.
All right, well, before we go, here's a special message from County Executive Jan Gardner.
Wishing you and your family a happy holidays. May your time with friends and family be filled with laughter, love, and joy. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. Peace and joy for the season.
Well, that's it for this episode of County Perspective. Enjoy the rest of 2019 and have a safe and wonderful holiday. We'll see you next time for a fresh look from a county perspective.